Wow, can you guys see this? Eyeshadow is giving. It's giving everything it's supposed to give. Hi lovely, so welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of stopping by, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always stopping by. So you guys know how we do it. It's all about beauty, makeup, and today we're gonna do a look that you can carry to anywhere, a look that will fit into any occasion you have. So without too much talk, let's just dive into the video. Once again guys, you're welcome. I already did my skin prep of the camera, so I will just dive into foundation application. Meanwhile, these are the foundation I'll be using. This is from V Beauty. I don't know if you guys can see that, from V Beauty. Then I'll be mixing it with this also, and then this. Yeah, these are the three foundations I'll be using for this look today. So I already have this mixture right here with me. I'll just go ahead and start the application. So I'll be applying the foundation using this applicator I used to mix it. Now that I have the foundation on my face, I'll go ahead and blend with my damp beauty blender. This is from a Girls Corner. I don't know if you guys can see the name. From Girls Corner, and it's very soft. So I'll go ahead and blend. Note, if you're using a foundation that is not creamy, I'll advise you work in section. But I applied everything now because this foundation, this my mixture is quite creamy, so it's easy for me to blend. Okay, yeah, I'm done blending. This is my foundation. I should have worked in section. I forgot that I added a pretty matte foundation in that mixture. I forgot. So we are done blending. Now moving on to contouring my face, guys. This is the foundation I'll be using, still from V Beauty. This is what I'll be using to contour my face. So I'll just be taking just a little, because this foundation, this shade I showed is quite dark. I'll just take a little and place in my contour area and blend it upwards a little. And liquid contour is not a must. You can still contour your face with powder and you're going to get the effect at the end of everything. It's still gonna look so nice. Yet. So guys, for my highlights, I'll be using these two concealers. They are both Nigerian brands. This is from Blossom Cosmetics in the shade is Offshore. This is from Zikel Cosmetics in the shade Ivory Words. Creamy ivory. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I'll be using this to highlight the place that I need to highlight. Then this I will use at the inner corner of my eyes. That's how I apply this on. Now starting off with this, I don't need too much concealer. I've gotten the coverage I need with foundation, so I just need a little concealer to brighten the eye and then lift my face. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I'm done putting that on my face. For this concealer to give me what I want, I need to allow it to dry. So while I'm waiting for it to dry, I will go ahead and put my cream blush, and I'll be using this lip palette for my cream blush. I'll just apply it in the places I need it, and then I'll go ahead and blend. I'll be using this shade right here. I don't want too much. I'll just do little, just little. So, and now I'm blending that. You see how that blends out? I love that lip palette, actually from a imagic. I call it multi-purpose lip palette. You can use it for anything. Now that I'm done blending out the blush, I'll just go ahead and blend the concealer. I'm still using this beauty blender. You should learn how to work with one beauty blender on one face, because in a day you might have like 3-4 clients, so you won't come and use 3 beauty blenders on one person. You might not have time to wash all that. So with this same beauty blender but another side of it, I'll go ahead and blend. I'll start with the sheen. I always start from here and I really don't know why. Now that I'm done blending other places, before I blend the under eye, so I'll just go ahead and put this where I need it to be. This is the lighter shade I told you. I'll just put it right here. I didn't put it before because it's not as creamy as that other one, so I'll go ahead and blend now. This is actually my favorite part during makeup, highlighting. I love to highlight. As you can see, I'm not blending that one I just added. I will still come back to it. Guys, I have my mirror right here, so that's why my eyes are always coming here. Guys, I'm done with the blending. You can see how that looks. Everything is blended out. So I'll go ahead now and set. Before you start blending your under eyes, please get your setting powder ready. And I'll be using this setting powder from Viange. I just love this. It's the shade Amber. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's the setting powder I'll be using from Viange Cosmetics, and the shade Amber, to set the highlighted areas. And this is how you do it, guys. This is how you set your eyes. You should apply, you spread, so that you won't end up with cakey under eyes. Can you guys see? If you apply, you spread. That's what I'm going. Can you guys see that? If you apply, you spread. Okay, lovely. So I'm done setting the highlighted areas. I'm going to go ahead now and set the contour areas. I'm doing it with my powder palettes to set the area I contoured. So avoid setting your contoured areas with very dark shade, because it will make it look even darker. And also the sides of my nose, I'll be doing that with this brush. Here you work from your brows down so you can get it correctly. Alright, now that we're done setting everything, I just have to go over with my spray. I normally use Kiss Beauty spray for this, but I don't know where I kept that, so I will use this Nigerian spray. Using it to set everything. And I'm going to let that dry before I move on to the next stage. And lovely, is now that that has dried up, so it's time for my brows. And you guys know I normally do my brows off the camera, but I have a detailed video of how I do my brows, and I'm going to leave the link here for you guys. Please do well to check it out. Okay, so let me just do my brows. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. So lovely, I'm done with my brows. The word between me and my brows these days, like, it takes me so much time to do my brows these days. I don't really know why. So for my eyeshadow base, I'll be using my concealer, and I use a concealer that dries so fast for this process. I don't use creamy concealer, ones that I have to wait for minutes for it to dry. No, I use one that dries so fast, and I blend it so well. Blend it well so that your eyeshadow will not crack. You get? And if you did not blend whatever base you're using for your eyeshadow, it's going to break your eyeshadow. Okay, so for my eyeshadow, I will start off with my powder. I will start to create transition using my powder. That same powder I used to contour my nose. That same powder I'm using to create this. And then on the other eye, I don't know why I find it so difficult to do anything on this part of this eye. Like, I don't know why. I think I should go and learn how to use my left hand. Like, it's gonna be a lot easier. Maybe. See, from my powder palette, I'm using double powder palette for this. I'll go in with their darkest shade, Melanin, that's the name, on that same B powder palette. I'll go in with it. It's like my eyeshadow today is gonna be made of powder, like. But I always love it whenever I do my eyes with powder. That's just the truth. I love the blended effect it gives. I didn't have anything in my mind why starting off this eye, but I think I'm gonna do a cut crease. Let's see. So I'll go ahead and bring that down, all the way down. Yes, all the way down. Let's make it a cut crease. And before I add any eyeshadow to my eyes, I'll just go ahead and bake so that any fallouts can easily be dusted off. Okay, I'll just go ahead and bake my face. Let me bring my mirror closer. This process is very important if you're using eyeshadow that drops, or you're going to use pigments or glitters. You really need this. So guys, I said let's make it a cut crease. So I'm going to be cutting my crease now using this, my from Bobbi Brown, and then the left over concealer. There shall be no waste in the land. Use your concealer. Then we start to cut the crease. Watch how I do that. Use a small quantity of products anytime you're doing this, so that you don't have to wait for it till eternity to dry before you can continue what you're doing. Always use little so that it can easily dry. I think I'm done with something like this. I don't want too much. And then for the other eye, I told you guys that I always find it so difficult doing anything on this particular eye. I don't know why. I don't know why. One day I'll do a tutorial of how I'm applying liner here, so that you guys will see the struggle getting there. I don't want the cut crease to be much. I just want to cut a little. A little. Did I get this thing accurate? So I'm just gonna give it a little time to dry up before adding my eyeshadow where I want it to be. I think the eye is even looking good like this, even if I don't add any eyeshadow. My guy is not feeling it. Like me, I'm feeling it too. I'm feeling it, but you know what? We'll say add. My eyeshadow, I'll be picking it from this double eyeshadow palette. I'll be picking my eyeshadow from here, and I'll be using this shade. This particular shade right here. Can you guys see it? This is the shade I'll be using. You have to be very careful when doing this, so that you won't put the eyeshadow above the cut you created. You see how I'm gently doing that? That is how you should do it. Gently. I'm blending it using a brown shade so that everything will blend in. Please always blend your makeup. Blending is the key to anything you're doing. Wow, can you guys see this? Eyeshadow is giving. It's giving everything it's supposed to give. You know what, I think I have a video of how I did a cut crease. I will find that video and then I'll leave the link here for you guys. Please make sure you check it out, okay? And this is another process you must not skip during your makeup. Creating your wing line with your setting powder is a very important process you should not skip. I'll be using this liner, this from Kelechi, to line the upper parts. And then you guys know I like white waterline, so for that I'll be using this benang crown white for that. So but before I do that, let me get my lash ready. I'll be picking my lash from this, can you see their name, She Lashes. That's why I'll be picking my lash from. I don't want something big, so that's why I'm picking from this collection. I want something soft. And here comes my worst part during makeup. I hate liners. God, I don't like it at all. No. Before you add your lash, just allow the glue to get tacky like this. Can you see? I don't know if you guys can see that. So let's add the lashes. I have to bring my mirror closer so that I can do this properly. See my lashes. So I'll just go ahead and smudge my under eye before I will dust the excess powder there off. And I'll be using a shade from this Lush palette. I'll be using this one, this particular shade here. Right, so this is another important process you must not skip. It brings out the eyes, like that beauty you need there, it will bring it out for you. And I'm done with smudging my underline, so I'll just go ahead and dust off the excess powder. To do this, I always dip my brush into my powder, then I will dust off. I don't just do it like that with empty brush, no. I'll be adding more blush from that same blush palette, from that same CPD, but now I'll be mixing two shades, this pink and this orange. If you already have your cream blush on, you just need a little of this. Be careful with it so you don't end up looking like Christmas tree. So guys, to warm up the look, I'll be going in with my cheek glaze from TM Essential in the shade Bear. This is a shade you can use on anybody. It doesn't have any color at all. It's just plain like that. It will just warm up the face. See what it looks like. It's just clear. They have other shades, but if you don't have money to get other shades, you can always go with it. I have it right here already. So how I apply that, I'll just take a few on my hand like this. I think I see it here. Then I will now use my beauty blender, pick it, and then I don't know what's wrong with this beauty blender. And then you guys watch it. Can you guys see? Can you guys see? It doesn't add. Can you guys? Let me come closer to the camera so you guys can see. It doesn't add any color. It will just warm up the look. Can you guys see it? I don't know. Can you guys see it? Just warm up the look. For my lip, I'll be using this my all-purpose lip palette. Yeah, that's what I call it. All-purpose lip palette. All-purpose palette. Multi-purpose palette. Anyhow, it just it does a whole lot of things. So I'll be starting off with this shade to line my lips. I'm so sorry about this lip, guys. I didn't record quite a huge part of it. I don't know what happened. I thought I was recording and then I didn't see anything. I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Please don't feel bad. So guys, I'm adding just a bit of bronzer, just little. And if you're adding your bronzer, if you notice that you added too much, you don't need to panic. Just take your powder and go over it and everything will just be okay. Right. To set my face, I'll be using this palate from So Pro. This is a very nice spray. It makes the makeup last. Just watch it. I should not mind my face, so and it adds shine to the makeup. I really love the spray. If you don't have it, you should get it already. So lovely. So with this, we come to the end of this tutorial. See the beauty we created now. Can you see? I'm obsessed. Thank you for staying with me to this point. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so whenever I post a video, you will be the first person to get notified. Okay, so guys, thank you for staying with me. I still remain your favorite makeup artist, Joy in Shadow. See you in my next video. I love you. Bye.